Welcome to the world according to Bo. One of the biggest things that I'm dealing with right now is cancel culture. I get so irritated because people are struggling with what they can and can't say. I understand being an asshole is one thing. I understand having, negative intent is another. But those people who are military veterans really struggle with this because we're taught to be hard asses. We're taught to dehumanize our enemies. We're taught to do all this for the purpose of killing them. We feel like we have to do that to kill them. Because if we can't kill a nice person, we have to kill someone who is an asshole. So we dehumanize them. Different cultures, different people, we do it. That's what we're taught to do. And does it suck? Yes, especially when we get out, because we don't need that once we get out. But we still have to deal with it because we still have those thoughts grained in our heads that we have to think this way. Here's a quick question. Are you a racist if you think about it but don't act on it? That's a very good question because a lot of veterans struggle with that. Veterans may think it, but they don't necessarily say it. Does that make them a racist? Should they be canceled? Should what they say, really have an issue in the rest of their life by making a mistake in saying something? Because it's the way that we're taught to deal with things. We're taught in the military to be hard asses. And we're taught to tell people what we think. Because when we don't tell people what we think, people can die. We can be nice about it, and civilians cannot handle the truth or the fact of the matter. And I had a whole conversation with a client of mine about whether the military has gotten soft. And yes, there's no and about it. Yes, they've gotten too soft. Because in order to be able to do your job in the military, you have to be a hard ass to a certain point. And that transfers over to civilian culture until you get to a point to where you're past it. So think a little bit about cancel culture and what you're trying to do and what you're trying to say. We have a dark sense of humor, and that's just the reality of it.